What's going on, people? It's your man, the White Beak, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Samuel33 for coming through and boosting up the coin. So, if you haven't been living under a rock, you'll know that Canelo, aka Carrot Top Alvarez, is fighting Terence Bud Crawford on September 12th. Now, that's the generic news. Here's the leak that most of the unwashed masses won't know this one here. Peep this one. Here we go. This is from Turki. Halal Sheikh himself. Bosh! We will deliver the fight of the century with... Listen, man. Let's start there for a second, man. The fight. Please don't let it be the stinker of the century. Please, man. The way it's been going right now. In these times... In these Babylonian times, don't let it be the stinker of the century, man. Please, no. Please, no. We will deliver the fight of the century with Riyadh season on September 12th at Las Vegas's Allegiant Stadium. The legend Carrot Top defends his Ring Magazine title versus the great Terence Crawford. This is the 100%. Get ready for this one. The TV platform will be announced soon with a big surprise. What's the one here? My brother, Dana White, aka El Slaphead, will promote this first TKO boxing event with me. It will be something crazy. So I think I may have speculated myself that, listen, man, this is better than... I think it's better Dana's involved than not. This is how you build a TKO thing. You get in all the big stars in boxing. Then again, though, you ruin the brand. You don't want to... To some extent, you don't even... The whole TKO venture, initially, it was put out there, okay, it's going to be all mid-level fighters, and that Dana White wants to rebuild over the next decade. And even at that point, I said, well, get the stars in, and that'll bring the attraction. But at this point in time, I get why they're doing it. I get why it makes sense to put, if you're going to pay that amount of money, at least be plugging up your new boxing venture. On the flip side, though, if it's another Stinko De Mayo card, because I'm not being funny, listen, man. Let's talk Turkey right now. I'm not being funny. Let's talk Turkey right now. Yeah? Terence Crawford, man, did you see his Madrimov fight? Stinky, okay? And that was with Madrimov. Madrimov himself, he can't punch. Madrimov can't punch. And Madrimov, he was actually, if you watch the fight, Madrimov was pressuring. It was fake pressure. It wasn't real pressure. The point is, though, he was controlling the centre of the ring. He wasn't taking the extra step to get on Crawford, but he was the ring general for probably 90%, 80% of that fight. And Crawford was looking like Shakur Sleepmanson, just stinking the place out. And that was with Madrimov, 154, not a pound for pound puncher. Stinky. Right? And Crawford would do nothing in there with stinky. Madrimov. Canelo's in there with... The point I'm making, this could be Canelo versus Skull Part 2. I swear down right now. This could be Canelo versus Skull 2, man. Because Canelo, he's lost a step as well. He don't really want to proper have a go. Canelo will get you to the ropes now. And if you do any feints or you do any movement, or you put a jab out there, he doesn't really want to commit. He wants to pull out and reset again. Crawford's smart enough to know that. So this could be Canelo... I hope not. Listen, man, I hope I'm hating. I hope we look back and say, oh, YB, he a hater. Yeah? But we could look back. Crawford didn't even put hands on Madrimov, man. He did not put hands on 154-pound, 10-fight professional career Madrimov. We don't even know how good Madrimov is. Ortiz slapped him half to death, man. Right on him. Yeah? How good's Ortiz? Madrimov, we don't know. And Crawford was in there like, whoo, proper scared. Now the argument is, well, he's moving up weight divisions. Fine. The problem is, he's moved up a weight division to fight Madrimov and stunk the place out because he's cautious. So we have to now believe, okay, he had to get used to 154 with one bum fight. Now he's moving up another 2 on top of the one. He hasn't even had a good fight at 154 yet. He hasn't had a flaming Errol Spence type performance at 154. So now you have to believe he stunk the place out at 154, and now he's going to jump up 2 more weight classes with a much better fighter. Even a washed up Canelo is better than Madrimov. Another 2 weight classes plus a higher caliber opponent, and we've got to believe he's going to bring the fire. I mean, if there's ever a time, I'd hope that Crawford does bring the fire. But the way things have been looking these times, who was the last guy who said, you know what, it's a big show? I mean, Crawford himself, to be honest. Crawford was always the underdog, always the B-side, and he was always catching hate as such. Oh, he don't sell tickets. Turki went out of his way, for reasons we don't yet know. Why did Turki go out of his way to put Crawford on? I've got some ideas. I'm going to show you in a hot second. You better believe it. I've got some Diddy-licious ideas why he put Crawford on. But before we get to that, like, Crawford was given a gimme fight, essentially. Madrimov was not a complete... Well, listen, man, he's... Okay, he had a moody belt. He was unproven, though. Who's Madrimov beat? We don't know, man. We ain't got a clue. He beat some dude who just got out of the pen. That's what he got. I think he won a belt beating some dude who got out of the pen, man. Yeah. Swear down, look into it. Okay. So, Crawford... Turki puts him on this show in LA, was it? Or somewhere like that. Kind of... Wherever it was, man. It was somewhere in the States. They put the fight on. It's all for him. You'd think, if he appreciated it, you'd think he'd say, oh, the first time I'm getting some A-side love. Pause. He best believe, allegedly, man, he was getting all the A-side loving. That's what I'm hearing from people close to the situation. He got the loving alright. He got the A-side loving alright, man. Well, he got the A-side loving. No doubt about that one. But listen, man, listen. He got the love from Turki. Pause. Yeah, you got the show. You're the main event for the first time ever. Your first ever pay-per-view, essentially, on your own back. What does Crawford do? Does he say, thank you, His Excellency, for giving me this opportunity? Let me put on for the masses. No, he does not. He stinks the place out. So even with Crawford, who historically I would have said, yeah, he's old school. He wants to entertain. At 147, he kind of looked like he wanted to entertain. Even when he was in there with Avanesio and he's quite relaxed. He's still getting. It was like, ooh. I was like, ooh. He you know what I mean? Touching and rolling, and it looks good, entertaining. Even if he wasn't trying to knock him out from the first bell, it was like I was impressed with it. He gets in there with Madrimov, and he stinks the place out. It was his worst fight in the last however many since he's been to. He went on a massive streak at 147. Looked wicked. His best ever fight in July 2023. A year later, he gets to fight Madrimov, and it's his worst fight. Probably one of his worst fights ever, is the God's honest truth. So there's no correlation lining up right now, unfortunately, folks, that even Terence Crawford will put on in a big show. Never mind Canelo. We can use Canelo as well. Canelo, he been not putting on. All of his last fights stinkers. And or he's fighting lower level opposition and not really going over, winning a fight on points. Never mind that Skull fight. Again, Skull fight is massive $200-300 million Riyadh season deal. And that's the worst we've seen Canelo look. I'm not doing the whole, oh, well, Skull was bad, man. Get on him. At least, listen. If Canelo had a proper look at Usyk versus Dubois. I mean, Usyk versus Chisora. Yeah? Canelo could have said, okay, this guy's running. I would have come on here roasting Skull. If I'd have seen that passion. You know where Chisora was just wading in, having a go. It was time to get to that, for me, with Carrot Top in the last 4 rounds. And if we'd have seen that oomph and it still wasn't working, fine. Just try, throw some shots that miss because he's moving. And make it, and you know what I mean? Make it look like this guy is moving too much. There are times when that happens, and that's fair enough. Come on. I didn't see that. So you've got 2 fighters here. Crawford's going to be... His butt's going to be tight. This is... I mean, I think it's fair to say, outside of weight classes, if Canelo was at 147, this would still be the best fighter he's fought. Canelo's a level above Crawford. Never mind the 2 or 3 weight classes going up. So I think the evidence is skewing towards... I can't... Where's the evidence that says Crawford's going to turn up and really want to fight? That's what I'm saying here. Didn't want to fight with Madrimov, whose 2 weight classes are no good. You have to believe in a mythology of, oh, this is his chance to go double undisputed and this is going to pull out the bag. But that's pure mythology, man. From where I'm sitting right now. Pure mythology. you're hoping in, you have faith in something that we're not really seeing. Because he could have, to be fair, he could have lost that. Some people said Madrimov won that fight, right? So it's not even like he was in control of that fight. Yeah? He could have lost it, and then all the thing would have gone out the window. So he didn't even want to put on for the fight before the fight. Now, some people have said, well, he's luring Canelo in. Really? I mean, we'll find out on fight night. If he's in there tearing Carrot Top's arse up, then we'll say, oh, yeah, obviously. He was. But listen, the information we got, I'm not sure either one of these two are going to turn up. Canelo's in the stage now where he just want to make the bag for doing nothing. That's what the skull fight proved. And to be honest, look here, look. This is the post I couldn't find yesterday. His turbulency, and I get it, his turbulency is invested now. He's got a 3 or 4 fight deal with Canelo. That's 300 million. He can't switch it up, really, at this point. But Turki's saying Canelo came, Canelo conquered, his legacy continues. Fire. Is this, I mean, I don't know. What way would you do it? If you'd invested 200-300 million in someone and they stink the place out, you've got 2 choices. You try and convince the unwashed masses that, oh, it was really good, or you flame him out. I actually think the flaming out part, now you've got him under contract, oops, don't matter what you say to him publicly. It was dead. That's the thing about Dana White as well. Dana White, yeah, he has his fighters under contract. And to be fair to him, when there's a stinky, he will say that stunk. Now, then again, McTapper don't really have stinkies though. McTapper gets stopped most of the time, right? So, but still, if McTapper had a stinker, Dana White probably wouldn't have said it, if I'm honest. He'd have given the benefit of the doubt. But Dana White is certainly known for airing out stinkers. This is what you're paying for, Turkey, man. And at the moment, I mean, who did I hear? I think I heard Carl the Turkey Frotch. He was saying, well, you know, he was putting all the blame on Skull, really. Oh, it's all Skull's fault. And at the end of the day, Canelo made money. I'm thinking, what? I couldn't give a fuck how much he made. If he made $1 trillion, that don't make a difference to me. The fight sucked. That's the core of the issue here. 2 men were in there, and the fight sucked for both of them. Forget about Skull. Put it right on him. Yeah, put it right on him. If it was people, look at it this way. Yeah, don't you think? If it was possible to survive someone putting it on you, why didn't everyone just run away from Mike Tyson? Oops, right? If it was possible, every man would have just ran around in circles if it was possible to stay away from Mike. Yeah? Some man, I think 1 or 2, was it Bone Crusher? I'm not sure. Some man did cling on to him. But that's not, Skull wasn't clinging on to him. Yeah? That's what I'm saying here. Canelo could have just ran at him like Mike. Right on him. And see what, you know what I mean? See what happened in there. Anyway. So, I think the fight might be a stinker. I really do. I think both of these dudes, they're digging pocket right now. Crawford included. He hasn't shown me nothing different. Big opportunity. He fluffed it with Madrimov. Stinker. And I think he'll get in there and he'll feel some power. And he ain't going to want to really box. Hopefully I'm wrong though. Hopefully he comes to box. But that, again, I can't believe what I've seen with Madrimov, man. He was just like, every step Madrimov took forward, he'd be going back. I'm thinking, what? Tear him up. And if you're nervous with Madrimov, you're going to be shook with Canelo. This fight is going to, in my opinion, this fight will look like, if I had to bet right now, one thing for sure, in fact, we need to find the odds. We need to find the odds on Canelo and Crawford going the distance. I think that's where the edge is. I'm going to go big on that. Because Crawford ain't going to throw no punches. Neither is Canelo. That's where the edge is going to be. This fight stinks the place out on points. And I tend to lean towards Canelo winning on points. Just because he gets rounds for standing there with his hands up. And if... it's one of them, I can see Crawford win as well. If Crawford comes to fight, I can see him winning because Carrot Top don't want to do nothing. He just there to collect a bag. And Turkey's not doing anything that's counteracting the narrative. Who was it the other day who he said? Was it Ryan Garcia? Turkey was like, yeah, I'm going to make sure he comes back. So I'm not sure what Turkey's agenda is here. Now, again, I've got some ideas what his agenda is. And there's some evidence here that... Where's this leak here? Let me show you this leak right quick. Man. You ain't seen this one before. Oh, say it ain't so, man. Come on. Come on, people. Come on, man. Look at this leak here, look. Look at this leak here. Yeah, because for me, Crawford, yeah, he would tearing that ass up. That's what he was doing when he was in there with, what's his name, Errol Spence. And then ever since he started chilling with his Saudi man, his legs ain't been the same, man. He ain't been the same. Yeah, he got his hair clips in. Turkey got him wearing hair clips, man. Come on. Yeah, come on. Look at this thing here, man. Come on. He ain't been the same, man. This dude ain't been the same. He has not. He fell off. Yeah, he got popped off. Take it. That's what happened to this dude, allegedly. From what I'm hearing from people close to the situation. Look at this one here as well. Wait there. Come on, man. So you got this thing here. This is obviously in Turkey's yard. I mean, you know what I mean? Turkey's yard, pause. But they got some look at this is the Babylonian iconography right here. Yeah, some mandingas laid out on the thing, and it's in Turkish yard. If you think this dude ain't allegedly popping booty, oh, you man are bugging, man. You got these mandingas out here laid spark out. I did, to be fair, yeah, of all the man in this corny game, I did tell you these bars. I said, listen, man, these Babylonian types, they ain't really. The sport thing's all good and that, but they're not really there for the sport. They're there for the violations, man. It's like, how much can I violate these mandingas? Yeah? They're so good in it. These are the most powerful men on earth, right? The big mandingas, so powerful. Take it. That's the play here, man. Yeah? They've been flew in all the hoes and that. That's dead. It's the next level. The ultimate soul taking. Now, how many serial killer films have you seen? And some little boy's growing up, and then he gets popped by some weirdo, and he bugs out and ends up killing a whole bag of man. Yeah, this is you take someone's soul, man, for real. So when you've had all them porta potty hoes been flown in, that gets long in the tooth after a while, man. And the next level up, yeah, from the porta potty hoes, is to take it to the man, the balloon knot. That's the truth. Listen, man, I'm calling a spade a spade. Because who else? He's got some dude laid out here. Like, whoa. You see that one there? Look. They got some... I'm not sure what boxer it is, but someone's laid out. Yeah? Someone's laid out. And it's in his yard. Like, it's like a... I'm not sure what... I don't know. It's a bit... What's the word? I don't know. You've been... I mean, imagine having another man laid out in your yard. He got knocked out. Oh, he got knocked out. It's a bit... I can't put the words, but you must... What do you think when you see it? A statue of another man being knocked out. It's a violation, man. Sorry. Oh, YB, actually, he's paying homage. Really? Paying homage to some man on his back. No doubt a mandinga. Come on, bro, man. He taking it. These guys here, Crawford got it, man. Crawford's legs ain't going to be the same. If you don't believe nothing else I've said, believe his legs won't be the same. How about that? And you, YB, you hate, man. Ooh. Listen, man, you man tell me, was he the same Nick in that Majima fight? Or did he turn into Shakur Sleepmanson and Devin Haney? What was it? So I was on him hard, man. I was talking about Terence the Anawaki Crawford. I was blowing dude. Pause. That's what I was doing. And he gets in there and stink the place out. There's no coincidence here, man. There's no coincidence. Yeah? There's no coincidence in these times. In these end Babylonian times, people. Okay? But listen. Where are the odds at right now? The odds are, you put a tenner on Canelo, you get about £60. No. Tenner on Canelo, you get £6 profit. Crawford, you put a tenner on Crawford, you get £160. Sorry, £10 on Crawford, you get £16 profit. Again, I think the points. I'm not sure what the odds are though for the points. Let's have a look if we can find some odds. They don't normally release the other markets until closer to the fight, but if we can find it, it'll be interesting. I'm thinking it might be around 1.5. So you put tenner down, you get £5 profit, and I'll just put £1,000 on that for sure. Oh, what are we doing here? Because that's a lick. Canelo ain't stopping Crawford. Crawford just run around. Crawford ain't stopping Canelo. Who's the last guy Canelo stopped, man? Seriously. Who's the last guy he stopped? Canelo ain't stopped no one. Crawford is not stopping Canelo. Canelo, no. Worst comes to worst, he'll just do what he did with Bivol. He'll just stand like this on the ropes, and it's hard to stop someone like that. When you know Canelo can just dip and whip. No one's gonna. It's very hard, almost impossible to stop Canelo. He took the best from Golovkin. He took the best from Bivol. A 147-pounder. No, sorry. Canelo versus Ford odds checker. I'm gonna find these odds, man. I'm gonna find these leaked odds. See how much of a lick we fixing to hit. Oh, it's not out yet. So we'll never know. Well, we won't know until probably 3 months from now. Anyway, I hope the fight is good, man. Dana White's influence. Let's just hope that the start of TKO is good of things to come. It's probably the best. I think the best way of doing it is to put the fighters on to TKO, and then make more controversy when they stink the place out. That's probably the best of both worlds. The two arguments. Oh, don't put them on there at all because they're stinkers, and they might ruin the fruit of TKO. We don't want to just take the boxing as it is and put it on TKO. It just still stinks. At the same time, I get it. You got to bring eyes to it somehow. But look at Slap. Look at that Slap rubbish. I never watched it. I've seen a few things, but look at that Slap rubbish. That came out of nowhere. So it can be done. You can't just bring rubbish out and slap it on TV and people like it. So if you can make a proper product, real boxing, you build the names organically. But anyway, hopefully it ends up being the best of both worlds. Hopefully this is the best fight ever, and I believe it will be on Netflix as well. That's what I believe it will be. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, like the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this one, people. Stop it. Bye.